just a thought on getting back and kind of what you've been going through and as a team and maybe how much you're looking forward to, or kind of what your thoughts as you head to Orlando for this ordeal.
First of all, since we started working out, it's just great. Just getting a lot of shots up, repetition. Now I think since the last 2 days, we started doing more conditioning on the court, like try to adapt to our system, run up and down, use really like to get fatigued, get tired, get shots up and still running. Overall, I think it was good for me too, like the break we had, just to get my body even more ready for the playoffs and for the rest of the season. Just my knees, more lifting, more rehab. Because in season, sometimes it's hard to get lift in between games. So I used the time really wisely and just lifted a lot.
How excited are you?
Say again?
How excited are you for this?
I see with from two different sides, because the last 3 months we had to stay home. I can't remember the last time I stayed home for 3 straight months, just around my family and my kids. And now we basically go from one extreme to another. Now we go to Orlando for 3 months. It's going to be hard for me, just being away from my family again. But from the basketball standpoint, I'm just excited. I think it's a great opportunity for us as a team, and also every team has the same chance, because there's like no home court advantage. It's just about who's the better team on the court.
All right. John Corrales.
There we go. Hey, Daniel. There's a lot of continuity necessary for, especially defensive communication. Can you explain the difference between coming back now during this layoff with all of the same teammates versus coming back from an off season and incorporating new teammates?
It's definitely easier. Like I said, we have the whole team. It's the same team. We know what we're doing. Like, we just gotta refresh everything like we do now in workouts. We adapt some of our systems in our 1 against 0 workouts, so we remember our system, like some sets we run. And if you come back after summer with a whole new team, it's like you got to start with 0. You got to start with all the defensive stuff and offense. Like, you got to start really from the bottom. Now we just we can just go straight into it. Like, we don't have to waste any time on explaining the system, explain what we want to do in defense or offense. So as soon as we're able to team practice, I think we can just go at it. Get in game shape, play 5-on-5 as soon as we're allowed to, play 1-on-1, 2-on-2 stuff, just get ready for basketball, because we don't have to do a lot of stuff around it, about the system or defensive mindset. So we can probably just focus on little details and also just go at it, just play.
Mark Murphy.
Hi, Daniel. How much faith do you have in this system they have down in Orlando? Or do you have any concerns? The state is a hot spot.
What it sounds like, what we've seen as players, as teams, I think it's a great setup. Everybody nobody can expect it's going to be perfect down there. Nobody has ever done something like this. I've seen it in Germany, the BBL, the German Basketball League. They played it similar. They stayed in a hotel with 10 teams, and it worked out pretty well. They got tested the same way. They had no accidents or any issues, no positive testing while they were playing. We're only 3 or 4 weeks, but it worked out too. So I think I have confidence that the system on Orlando is going to be good for everybody. All the players have a lot of stuff to do, even on the campus, like I said, playing golf or just get good food. But I think it's also important that all the players and everybody in there gotta follow the rules and don't leave and try to sneak out, or because it's not just a danger for him, because it's for the whole NBA and everybody's in there.
Did you call anybody over in Germany just to see what was happening?
Yeah, my best friend played in the tournament, and he was in the beginning, he wasn't sure about it either. But when I talked to him during the tournament, he was pretty positive. The way everything was organized with the testing and the safety, he was really positive, and they made it sure that they can just focus on basketball. And I hope that's what we're able to do is to just like in the first couple of weeks just practice, get in game shape, and as soon as the game starts, I don't know how much people are gonna leave the room anyway. Like if you play every second day, you probably take the day in between for a rest day anyway.
What's your friend's name?
Elias Harris, he played at Gonzaga.
Oh, thank you.
Sherrod?
Hey, Daniel, how's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good, good. You had touched on a little bit earlier about just spending more time with your family during these times, and I'm just curious, how much did you give thought to not participating in the reset with the fact that you have such a young family and just some of the concerns some athletes have expressed with that?
Not much thoughts because I know that it's my job. Like it's my job to play basketball. I want to win, so obviously it's going to be hard to leave for me and also for my family. But I know they're all going to be fine. Like so even when I leave, it's going to be hard for them, even, especially for my daughter. Like she's 4 now. Our relationship got so close. But I know, especially these days, we have FaceTime, we have like Zoom, we can talk like basically every day, and she's excited for me. Like kind of knows, she knows every time I go to Data's team, she's excited. So right now she's helping me packing my bag, putting snacks in there, giving me like stuffed animals. So she's helping me too. It's going, like I said, it's going to be hard for her because it's such a long period of time. But I think makes it easier with FaceTime. She's gonna watch some games on TV. But I never thought about like not playing.
Thank you.
Hey, Daniel, you mentioned guys potentially, following the rules and staying within the bubble. Damian Lillard said yesterday he wasn't certain if he felt confident the guys would. Do you think the guys are going to, mostly kind of stick to, where they're supposed to be in Orlando and in Disney World and all that?
I think I can only speak for myself and our team. Like I know everybody here, so like I don't know how many teams have no positive tests. Like after Smart was the first one on our team, but after that we had no positive tests at all. We see other teams have so many tests positive, and I can speak for our team. I know that our teams, all our players, gonna follow the rules. So I just hope that everybody in this bubble, from players over staff, and just everybody, just follows the rules and just thinks about it's not just about himself. It's about like that he can get more people sick, and he can like potentially get the NBA season like canceled again if somebody going to bring it in there and like I don't know 20, 30, 40, 50 people get tested positive, it might be canceled again. So we got to trust. We got to trust each other, like the whole NBA, all players, just everybody's just staying in there and follow the rules as much as possible.
Is it kind of hard for you to have that trust just because you don't necessarily know everybody?
First of all, I think we're not supposed to have like any contact with other teams anyway.
True.
So, no, I'm just saying, like you said, we don't know, but especially the NBA is one big organization, one big family. So I hope everybody's just like trusting each other without even knowing, so that everybody just follows the rules. And if I think it's somebody got really problems with following those rules, it might be better he's staying home. So if he really gets thinking about like from the first day he's gonna break the rules, I think it's not worth it and coming down there anyway.
All right, we got time for a couple more questions here, so we'll go Mark D'Amico.
Hey, Daniel. Long time no talk. I'm just curious. I know that yesterday was the first day that all of the players were mandated to come into the facility, but how many of the guys have you seen over the course of the last week or so, out of the, all of your 16 teammates? How many have you actually been able to interact with?
I know since the facility opened I think everybody was around, like working out. And also, I've seen the same faces every day because we have certain time slots. So I know that like Gordon, and I think Gordon is one of the first guys in the gym. I think it's 8 a.m. So I don't see him when I come in at 11. So, but I just know that everybody's really working out. Everybody looks good. When you talk to players, coaches, that everybody like really used the time wisely. Just stay in shape, lift it as much as possible, and now it's just going back to basketball. And I see guys like Who's my Kemba, JT, like Ennis. I see those guys every day. They're around my time, so then they look great. Especially JT, like he was in the first day and he couldn't miss a shot.
All right, and then last question for Daniel goes to Keith Smith.
Hey, Daniel, did you stay in the Boston area during the whole quarantine period, or did you travel back home, or how did that work?
No, I stayed in Boston the whole time. It was the easiest. My mother-in-law was here from before all this pandemic started, so she wasn't able to fly home because of so many flights got canceled back home to Germany. So it was just easier to stay here. We have everything here for the kids, just to get the day over when it's like bad weather. Just autumn toys and everything. And my mother-in-law was such a great help for us. And it was just, like I said, it was just easier because I know if I fly home, it's going to be tough. Because we don't have the house in Germany right now, so like I said, it was just easier for us to stay home here because we have everything here. And I know the Celtics helped me out with workout stuff for lifting to get to my house and order stuff, so I was able to do like, my strength practice at home as much as I can. So yeah, I stayed here the whole time.